to prophesy the downfall of the sinful kingdom called Babylon. All right. First and foremost, before we get started, I want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son of their proper true names in the Hebrew tongue. Ka, Halayim, La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Qudash, Ma'amah. Also want to give a double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Also to our elders as well, down here in the Lions Den of Yasharala Camp, Ahar 1. Salutations to all the Achiron and four corners of the earth, pushing the truth sincerely. Today we have a lesson, Lord, with us edifying to the hopeful elect out there. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump straight into it.
Today's lesson entitled "The Earth Doesn't Sing Anymore." So basically, the topic behind this title, "The Earth Doesn't Sing Anymore," meaning the earth isn't as vibrant as it used to be. And the reason why I say that is because we're gonna get this first precept.
This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Right. So when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. You see what I'm saying? So if you look at the inhabitants of the world right now, oh yeah, Congress.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
So right, when the righteous are in authority, righteousness flourish throughout the four corners of the earth. Right now, the righteous is not in authority, so righteousness is not flowing throughout the four corners of the earth. Wickedness is flourishing throughout the four corners of the earth. The righteous understand that righteousness is not flourishing throughout the four corners of the earth, but the wicked don't understand. So they're basically comfortable, you know, in this lifestyle that was basically erected by Esau. They comfortable in Esau's imaginations. You see what I'm saying? His city, his town, you know, his world, basically. So when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So the whole earth is in a state of mourning right now. You know, can somebody get that? What, Genesis chapter 3?
I got a precept.
You got it.
Yeah, Isaiah 24:4.
Yeah, he gonna bring that out.
All right, I'll wait.
Genesis chapter 3 and verse 17.
Anybody got an iPhone for it?
I got one of them.
You got one?
I got it. It's not in the I took it in
This is
Genesis chapter 3, verse 14. It says, and because, like it says, and the Lord Yahweh said unto the serpent,
17.
17. This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 17. It says, and unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it, cursed is the ground for thy sake, in sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life.
So right, this is a curse that basically fell on Adam for basically hearkening to his wife and taking on the philosophies of the other nations. You know, so basically he no longer, like during that time, the Lord used to basically take care of us. He used to do all the planting and tilling the ground, making sure that everything flourished. So during that time, the Lord basically switched everything up and said, now Adam is going to have to go out there and do all the heavy lifting in the garden during that time. You see, so now us being, you know, inhabitants of the world today, you know, if we don't plant anything, if we don't, you know, have farms or plant crops, it's not going to grow. You see what I'm saying? So nowadays in this society, in Esau's wicked rulership, he creates loopholes, you know, on how to get around the curse of the Lord, the curse that the Lord basically put on this earth. You know, he has GMOs. You know, he has all types of pesticides and things that he spray on the plants. You see what I'm saying? He has all type of garden genetic engineering. You know, garden bugs and stuff that come and tear up your crops.
Yeah, they got all their power from the left hand side.
Right.
And just to add to your point, it basically teaches the scriptures in Genesis teaches to trust the Most High as our power instead of the power of man. Yeah. He said, since you want to trust in man, but you want to trust in your own might and your own power. Well, let's see what you get from it then. And just like today, we're in that same situation. Are you going to trust man or your own power? Or are you going to trust the Most High as our power?
So now we basically have to work. Everything that we eat it in sorrow. You know, we're no longer able to just go out. And nowadays in this time, we're no longer able to go out and just, you know, find a tree and get fruit. You know, because all the trees that you see are male trees. You know, there's no female trees out here in this park because female trees bear fruit. Esau, he only plant male trees, so there's no female trees to catch the pollen, and the pollen have everybody sick. Can I get the Genesis chapter 4 and verse 12? Anybody? And ultimately, Esau becomes a curse also, because they're taking all the resources off the earth, not doing the land Sabbath, so the earth is not able to yield the fruit that it used to be able to yield. So that's why he has to be taken out of the way.
2 Thessalonians 2:7. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
Right, so he comes part of that curse that the Lord put on Adam. Esau became part of that curse, and we're still going through those curses. So we got to go out here and work, and no matter what we do, we put it in a bag with holes in it. So the system becomes part of that curse. You know, Esau becomes part of that curse that falls upon us. But the Lord said, in those times, He's going to reverse that. So once He's taken out of the way, then there won't be any sin on the earth, because the earth is mourning because of sin and wickedness. So once He's taken out, only He will let it until He be taken out of the way. The Lord's gonna break that curse and get him out of here.
That word's let, that word let means to hinder. So he will hinder. And that's what Esau does. He hinders.
Mm-hmm.
There's a natural spring I went to, and of course, you know, Esau got to set up his little booth, and you got to pay so many dollars to get in there. They got souvenirs, they got, you know, branding and marketing all around it. It's just Esau got to get the fuck up. Sorry, Esau got to get out the way.
Also, Job 9:24 said the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. But look what they're doing with the earth. Look how much Esau has to do to yield anything from the earth.
Commercialized.
They got to go to war. They got to blow up areas. They got to dig, like mining and shit. Send you all the way to the middle of the earth. They got to over cultivate the ground. You know, spraying fertilizer, GMOs. They got to do all that just to yield from the earth, man. And they bleeding it dry.
Taking all the natural resources out the earth. You know, this devil here go and suck all the oil out the earth, and now it's like the earth can't will forth. It can't grow. You know, so
and you would think that because they're taking all these resources, that the kingdom that they're a part of, you know, would flourish. All the people and citizens of his kingdom will flourish, but all the citizens are living in poverty. They're not even spreading, giving it out to everybody equally. They're just hoarding it and being greedy upon themselves because they're the wicked.
And then looking for more to inhabit. Now their mindset is they want to go out of space and take everything out of space. That's what the scripture said. Would thou not leave some grapes?
Right. I was just thinking that.
Come on, you got it all.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 37 and verse 34. Wait on the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. If I have seen the wicked in great power is spreading himself like a green bay tree. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. Yeah, I sought him, but he could not be found. So that's the conclusion of the matter of Esau's end, due to his dealings throughout the four corners of the earth.
I got a precept to back that up real quick. This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, in the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroyeth the earth. So the Lord is recording everything that Esau's doing in the earth. You know, of course he could fall a part of that curse against us, and we have to go to our enemy for the want of all things. But he's giving us minimum. But it's a reason for that, because we're not supposed to be really. It's going to get to the point we're not going to no longer lean upon them or need them. Our trust is going to have to be in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So it's going to go all the way back to the beginning. Are you going to trust in these times? It's the same crossroads that we met back in the times of Genesis. All right, when the Lord starts to reveal and show his power, he's already doing that through the prophets, right? When that time comes, when we're going to be totally dependent, or it's going to make it seem like we're totally dependent on this system, right? And the Revelation 13 and 16 comes in, and all these things happen right here, right? Who are we going to trust? Are we going to trust the destroyer of the earth that made the world think that everything resides and happens and flourishes because of him? Or are we going to trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, who we know can rejuvenate the earth and make everything flourish and strive again? No, we're going to go trust in the Lord.
This is Genesis chapter 4, verse 1. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground.
So right, these two men, Cain and Abel, they have the same spirit as Jacob and Esau. So you can tell, like from the foundation of the earth, the spirit that was in Cain passed down to Esau. Esau been ain't right. You know, he been had the mindset to tear down and to destroy. You see what I'm saying? The water.
Verse 3. And in process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto Yahweh. And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof. And Yahweh had respect unto Abel and to his offering.
So right. So Cain, he brought forth a wicked sacrifice. He didn't bring a righteous sacrifice. He thought, all right, so imagine you taking a meal to a great king, and the only thing on your plate is vegetables. You know, only thing on your plate is all the sides, but the main course meal, you know, the giant lamb, you know, Cain ain't bring that, but Abel brought the first of his flock. He brought forth a righteous sacrifice.
Yeah, blood. Where's no blood, there could be no sacrifice.
Hmm.
Sacrifice. Blood shed. For a sacrifice, blood had to be shed.
Yeah, blood shed.
Yeah.
Come on.
Go ahead.
We ain't talking about blood and no oranges.
Right. Okay, good.
And they'll say, who made the first sacrifice? It will be the Lord. He made the sacrifice for us.
Okay.
Because where did Adam and Eve get the cover from?
Hmm.
So he kind of spiritually speaking, he made the first sacrifice for us. Just like you think about it again with Yahweh Shai. So Most High made the sacrifice for us.
Yeah, come.
Yeah, but yeah, it had to be blood, and Esau, you know, Cain and Abel.
Verse 5. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. But Yahweh said unto Cain, why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou...
Cain went and brought the Lord edible arrangements. That's not a sacrifice, bro.
Vegetable plate.
Yeah, the first one.
Verse 7. If thou do well, thou shalt not be accepted. And if thou doest not well...
Read that again. If thou
Okay.
do well, thou shalt. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 7. If thou do well, shalt thou not be accepted?
Right,
The water's lucky.
right.
And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him.
So right, and that's just what it is, man. So Cain didn't have the mindset to do well, but Abel had the mindset to do well. And if you further read the chapter, Cain had that same spirit as Esau, but he prevailed and slew his brother Abel. You know, but more the story, he gave forth a wicked sacrifice. You can keep going to verse 12.
Verse 8. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in a field that Cain rose up. And Cain, skipping to verse 12. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto her strength, yield unto thee her strength, Salakia. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth.
So right, and that's just what it is. Basically, skipping to the point. Cain unalived Abel, you know, out of jealousy, out of spite, because of basically offering up the righteous sacrifice. And it came to pass that now the Lord say, all right, when you till the ground, it ain't gonna reel forth its fruit. It ain't gonna work for you. You're not gonna get that which thou desires.
And that curse came from him slewing his brother.
So there was already one to where we had, man had to till because of what Adam and Eve did, but that's double unto Esau because of what he did. So he got a double.
Being
Cain, I should say.
ultimately being that fugitive and that vagabond in the world is what he is now. And now we're starting to see basically how it's affecting the inhabitants of this world today. You see what I'm saying? How it's affecting the world today. Everything that we see in this part right now is fake. You know, the grass stay the same color all year round. You know, the trees stay the same color. I don't even know if the leaves be falling off the trees in this park.
I don't think so.
You feel what I'm saying?
You said that. I don't think so.
So basically, the earth, it ain't vibrant no more like it used to be. This might be a real tree.
No, like I said, even with this magnolia tree, it ain't blossomed yet.
Yeah,
We
it
was
ain't.
talking about that
Yeah,
earlier.
it should have been blooming.
Like it should have been blooming right around this time.
Come on, you got it out.
It's out of 2nd Ezra chapter 14.
Hold on. Verse 17? Verse 14. Yeah, hold on. Come on, you got it out.
Like it. This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 1. Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, select. So with the giver of usury to him, select. The land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled.
I mean, everybody gonna get it.
Everybody.
Gonna get it. Like the judgment of the Lord, it don't matter if you're the one giving the loans or you're the one receiving the loans. It don't matter if you're the maid or you're the mistress. The Lord's judgment is coming for you.
He ain't passing over nobody.
No respect of person. He didn't even no respect of earth and no respect of person.
Verse 3, it says, the land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled. For Yahweh hath spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away.
So right, and that's what it is, being the point. The world is languishing and it's fading away. You know, you have animals, you have whales beaching themselves. You know, when a whale beats itself, it's a form of suicide. You see what I'm saying? Self-unaliving.
Hey, Con. Oh, shit.
Hey, Con, hey, so that's just like, hey, as far as the earth being a body, man. You know, so with that being said, hey, the earth, like the natural body catches a fever to push out those impurities, man. And that's what the earth is doing right now, naturally, by way of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, by way of wisdom, man. All right, it's fulfilling the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai words, all right, allowing them not to return it to him void, all right. So what we're witnessing right now is the downfall of this kingdom. All right, hey, shit, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. How long is that rulership gonna last, man? So what we're witnessing right now, hey, shit, this sickness, all right, is being expelled, man. It's being pushed out.
We're just gonna make a remark with Baruch Shah, like the brother was saying, how he was saying like the animals, like the whales, are beaching themselves. That's a sign of things not going right in the earth. Because when things are right, guess what? You don't have those things happening. When things are going right, the earth will yield its fruit. That's why, going back to the point that our elder made about how this devil has to over-cultivate the land and overdo things to get a little bit because of what he did in his past life. It's like, you know, so the way things are, like the temperatures, all this stuff is out of order because wickedness is ruling right now.
And this message for the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that they are the true Israelites of the scriptures. The Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, his only begotten Son, true name is Yahweh Shai. These are the names you need to know for salvation, man. All right, I got a quick precept just to back up what we're going into. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 4, verse 29. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good, man.
So it's like a necessary evil. You know, the Lord basically put the wicked in power, you know, just to basically, so the prophecies can be fulfilled. And then at the end of that time, you know, the Lord's going to uproot the evil. Use the wicked to turn everything upside down, and he's going to turn everything right side up via the righteous.
Hey, come on, man. You can't build upon another man's foundation, so this one has to be destroyed, all right? So, hey, it's not going to be one stone left unturned, man. Everything that you see around you is going to be eradicated, man. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what man or person ought ye to be in all holy conversation, man. So you know that this place is coming to an end, all right? This kingdom, this realm, all right, is coming to an end, all right? So what should you be doing out here, all right?
But that also goes into how we have to depend on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to do these things, to get to turn the earth back upside right, man. You know, we can't do it on our own. You know, we need him. That's the whole point. You know, that we have to depend on him to get things back in order. You know, this system is so far out of whack right now that everything is mourning. The people, the earth, everything.
Somebody got that in Romans 8? That
What you looking for?
the creature itself.
It's up to Romans 8 and 20.
Come on. Oh, you go.
Oh, okay.
I got a precept once you're done with that.
This is
It's kind of long. You want to get out of that one up.
This is Romans chapter 8, verse 20. It says, "For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but reasons of him who have subjected the same in hope. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption and to the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh." Ba'ashem Yahushua.
So right, we basically in these chains of darkness, man, this wicked flesh. So we basically subject to the things, you know, that comes basically with this life. So, but at the end of the day, we have Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, but we still got to go through it. We still got to go through that straight gate. We still have to basically endure being in the flesh and seeing the things that we see.
Right, and also it said the creature itself was subject to vanity, not willingly, because there was a wicked root within that creature that the Lord was exposing and purging out. And somebody I think it's Hebrews 8 and 7, because it was because I think it's Hebrews 8 and 7. It said finding fault in them or finding fault in him. That's why we had, because we couldn't see it, but the Lord showed it, but He exposed it to us so we get an understanding why we're going through what we're going through. It's 8 and 7.
You say for it?
Or the first covenant. It says Hebrews chapter 8, verse 7, it says, "For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been to suck for the second."
Right. See, and that first, because knew the laws wasn't going to work, so that's why I said the creature was subject to vanity, not willingly, but the Lord was putting us in a hopeful situation to expose the wickedness that was in these bodies.
And to create our characters for the kingdom.
Come.
Because without the laws, what would we be in the kingdom?
Like lawless. Like,
So in the kingdom, that's the end result is that.
right.
So the laws is going to be our character in the kingdom.
Come. Keep going on that all the way to verse 8, and then go back to that Romans after that.
Yeah, that's the beginning and
says-
the end result.
Come.
Verse 8, "For finding fault with them."
See them finding fault with them. That's why he already knew he already knew it was going to take the second covenant to get us to perfection. So he knew that. So this is planned out from the beginning.
Put the laws in our inward part.
Right. Go ahead.
It says, "For finding fault with them, he saith, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah."
Without that, there'll still be. We have to have that to create order on the earth. You know what I'm saying? So to maintain order on the earth, we have to be perfected and have the mindset of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Now you can go back to that Romans 8 and start at verse 19.
This is Romans chapter 8, verse 19. It says, "For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh."
That's what we're meant for, the revelation of the sons of Yahweh. But we have to go through that. We have to go through this order for that to be revealed within us.
Yeah, the earth waiting for the laws to be in order.
Right. Go ahead.
Put everything back into balance.
Verse 20, Romans 8. "For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who have subjected the same in hope."
That's that finding fault in them, because we broke the first covenant. We broke it before we even had it. We already knew it. The Lord knew what time it was. But keep going.
Verse 21, "Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption and to the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua."
So see, that's the process, and the earth is mourning through that process because of the wickedness increasing on the earth. But the Lord's going to only let it get to a certain point, and then once all that is purged out of us, now we are the same mindset of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and now we begin to move forward, restoring the earth, destroying him that destroyeth the earth.
Good.
All right, please, sir.
Oh, you got it.
All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 14, verse 10. It says, "For the you got this."
Yeah, that was coming next anyways. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Second, that's funny. 14 verse 10, it says, "For the world has lost its youth. The times begin to wax old."
The world lost its youth, man. The earth ain't vibrant no more. You know, before camp, we were just basically discussing how you don't see dragonflies anymore. You know, those giant bumblebees that we used to see, we no longer see those no more. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of creatures that basically went extinct under the watch of Esau Edom. So the world is basically losing its youth.
Not under the watch of Esau, the greed of him.
The greed of it, and then on top of that, you have them spraying barium and aluminum every day over all the plants, over all the inhabitants of the people. So all these things are basically causing the earth to lose its use.
Right.
Also, you had I'm gonna just basically say corona mass and
Yeah,
you say that?
CME.
So
CME.
I see.
Coronal mass ejection from the sun.
I didn't want to say coronavirus.
Yeah, corona mass injection from the sun, man. I just ain't trying to get the page blocked. But you know, you got all type of rays and stuff that's making the earth hotter. You see what I'm saying? But ultimately, we're gonna have Yahweh Shem Yahshua that's gonna come through with that ultimate cleaning agent, those missiles. So
What is the common denominator of the earth losing its youth?
Esau.
You got let it?
Beyond that, wickedness, sin. That's why why did we lose our youth? Because of transgression.
Trusting man again. Trusting man's power against the Most High's power.
Right. You're gonna start looking old.
So now the Lord said, "Yo, what? You don't want him to judge you? So He's gonna set judges over us, just like He did with Saul. The Lord was showing us, "Oh, you ain't want me to be king? We ain't want the Most High to be king? Okay." The Most High said, "All right, I'm gonna stop governing you. I'm gonna put Saul over you." So okay, that ain't good enough. I'm gonna put Esau over you, and I'm gonna put him over the whole world to show you what happened if you don't follow the Most High.
Because
And Esau has no conviction in him at all to follow the Most High.
right.
So he don't follow the Most High ways at all. So look what now. That's what we see in the earth in the condition it's in.
Gone. Hey, somebody that can't get inside the club, so they hating outside the club, and they basically build their own little society to where shit. All right, if I can't get in, shit, y'all come party with me. So they made it look cool to go contrary to the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, bring it down as many with them as possible,
Just
man.
like the serpent in the garden.
Gone. Hey, shit, man. Hey, that's what you call a jealous spirit, man. A hating spirit. Why? Because, hey, shit, mine wasn't accepted. I tell you what, shit, I can't get in. Watch this. Shit, watch this. Shit.
He built the club right across the street.
Come on.
No,
Hey,
really, what happened
the
was-
chum bucket.
What happened was, no, because of how we were acting inside the club, the Lord tore the club down.
Hey, come on.
The Lord tore the club down. Now we in Esau club.
Come on.
See? So now he ain't built no outside shit. Our club was torn down, so we were forced. And what the Lord was saying, you don't want me to judge you? Because if the Lord judges us, He's gonna always judge us righteously. He's like, I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen when you put other judges other than me ahead. It started out with Saul. Saul started out righteous, but in the end, he's still human. He's still of the sinful flesh. So eventually, you know, that wickedness, that wicked root what the Lord is purging out of us is going to come out. But what happens when all that is purged out of us and we become judges then?
Power.
Right. We're going to be judges just like Yahweh Shem Yahshua, righteous judges.
Yeah, we're gonna be a perfect example for the nations.
Yes.
So the nation, it's really for the nations. Like I was watching Juggernaut the other day, and he said, "Yo, really, the belt is for y'all. It's not for me. I know what I am. I know I'm the champ, but the belt is for the people to look at, and you know, to admire and things like that."
That's some shit. That's some shit.
So yeah, we would be the example for the nations. So we would be the example of saying, "Hey, follow God, and this what happens." Look at the elect. Don't follow God, and look at America. Look at Babylon, and look at Esau and these nations. What's about to happen to them after 1,000 years? But follow God. That's when they say, "Yeah, let's go up to Israel so we can get the laws and get in league with the Most High. Let's go get the law from them." You see that? Let's learn how to keep the land Sabbath. So they're gonna try to do that then.
Yeah, because they're going to see our land flourishing.
But right now they following Esau's way.
Come on, we got one over here.
Well, this is basically just just going deeper into the point that that the bishop was talking about in that same chapter, but it answers the question of, you know, why are we at this point, or what was the common denominator basically. And it's verse 17, 2nd Ezra chapter 14. I'm sorry, verse 16. For yet greater evil than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereinafter. Talking about that time and talking about this time too. Greater evils are going to come. But it says verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. For the truth is fled far away. See, the truth, there's no more truth. You know, truth is fled far away from the earth in this time. The truth only lies with the hopeful elect men of the Lord. You know, the ministers you see out here week in and week out, you know, delivering these prophecies. It says, for truth is fled far away, and leasing is hard at hand, for now hasteth the vision to come, which thou hast seen. And that word leasing, when you go into the old English, or the English that was used in this time, it just means lying. So there's more lying upon the earth, more transgression, more wickedness, and because of that, that's why you see the earth languishing like it is right now, under the rulership of the wicked.
Bishop, you good off that, Bishop?
You good? Yeah, he just brought it up.
Come on, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. No. Oh, I wanted you. Oh, two. That's right.
And you still in the, go up to verse 12.
Yeah, sure.
2nd Ezra chapter 14 and verse 12. Oh, come on. 11. Verse 11. For the world is divided into 12 parts, and the 10 parts of it are gone already, and a half of a 10th part. And there remaineth that which is after the half of the 10th part.
Right. So basically what this is talking about, if you understand the time Ezra was around, it was like what, 445 BC? So he was telling you that the 10th part of the prophecy has already happened. There's only 2 more stages that have to go, basically going into the 12 hours. So the 11th hour would be around the time Yahushua and them was on the scene. So now we're in the 12th. So now if you understand that, read that again. So he said, what? The 10th has already passed, and this was Ezra talking. And that was back then during the Medo-Persian Empire. So we still had the 11th hour, and then the 12th hour, that's what we're in right now. 12 midnight. You read it one more time now?
2nd Ezra chapter 14 and verse 12. And there remaineth that which is after the half of the 10th part. Now therefore set thine house in order and reprove thy people.
Verse 11.
Oh, verse 11, come. For the world is divided into 12 parts, and the 10 parts of it are gone already.
Yeah, now it makes sense, right? He's telling you that he's already passed, so what's next? Like, oh, damn, we still had to go into slavery. We still had the falling away first. You know, all these things had to happen first, and to come back into the truth, which is all part of the 11th hour with Abba Bivens, and now we're in the 12th hour. Yep, go ahead.
It says, and half of a 10th part.
Yep.
And there remaineth that which is after the half of the 10th part.
There you go. So we're in the 12th hour now. All right. That was it on that, I think.
Going back to Isaiah chapter 24, chapter 24, starting at verse 3. The land shall utterly be empty. So like, the land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled. For Yahweh hath spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
That's why right there.
Right.
The earth,
You got it.
the earth basically being defiled under the rule and the watch of Esau, Edom. You know, as brothers is basically further expounded upon the point. You know, animals going extinct. You know, whales beaching themselves. Esau spraying all type of toxic metals in the air. CME. Gone.
There should be bigger trees around that bit.
Yeah, as soon as they call for peace, nothing but wickedness happening. Death.
Check this out, bro. That's crazy because the Lord Lord is he's really like narrowing it down to where you're only gonna be reliant on him if you want to try to get out of this, because I've seen people, you know what I'm saying, you know, you have your earthers, like you know what I'm saying, go, oh, I need to walk around barefoot to get grounded, I need to do that. Like, they look at it as a form of spirituality, but the earth ain't able to yield out that energy and that fruit that it was able to do one time. So if that's what you're relying on, that and chakras and all that, you're not gonna get. The Lord is narrowing everything down to lead back to him. That's it.
Yeah. He gonna be the only spiritual link to get power. Everybody else gonna have to. They're gonna try to link to everything else to link everything up to their spirit to get strength. But everything's gonna wane and wane and wane. So like the bishop just said, there's only gonna be the Lord. That's gonna be the last spiritual link. Yeah. People gonna be like, no, I don't want that. I'd rather get this type of link with the wicked.
Neural.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Neural link. Gonna get linked up. That's what they gonna do.
They gonna be like, shoot.
There was power to the internet.
Good. Isaiah 14.
I got a little bit left.
Oh yeah, come on, go ahead.
Back at verse 5 of Isaiah 24, it says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate.
So right, man. They don't keep the land Sabbaths. You know, it's supposed to be a time where we're not supposed to be gardening and planting. You know, for a time. You know,
7 years.
7 years. The Jubilee.
Gone.
Yeah, in 7 years, you're supposed to give it a break for about 7 years.
Right.
Then you're supposed to dig in another area. Then you go back to that same area.
After that 7 years.
After that 7 years. So this 7 years, you would dig in this area and give it a break for 7 years and go dig somewhere else. After this one, you'll do the same thing, go back to this one. That's how you grow it perfect.
So Esau, he no longer keeping the land Sabbath like the elder was just stating. You know, Esau, he's basically pumping all his toxic waters, you know, toxic oils and all type of things in the water. You know, the fish unhealthy. So there's a lot of stuff that we basically have to suffer here on this side.
Pretty much going into like Star Wars, the light side of the Force, they pretty much allowed the Force to do what it does, because it itself is a force. It moves through things. It does things. There's a bigger, grander picture, you know, going on, and they're aware of that. But the Sith, they'll rather take the Force and bend it to their will, and that's what Esau does. He uses the dark side of the Force rather than.
That's crazy, because they don't understand the Force is bending them to their will.
Right. Right.
They're thinking they're bending the Force, but what's spiritually in them is what the Force is going to use to come out of them.
So rather than doing the land Sabbath and allowing the land to, you know, to get its strength back, they're forcing it by GMOing the food, so that way, oh, there's not enough nutrients, we're finna make this food grow without that nutrient. You know, we're trying to make it. They say make it stronger, or they'll, like you just said, they'll pump some chemical water or something like that to make it try to boost it up. Same with the animals. All right, they try to use the dark side. Well, they not try to use. They use the dark side of the Force. All right, so that way they can, you know, pretty much lift up, build their kingdom. All right, but Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to give us true light, all right, true and pure light to build His kingdom.
You know what the most destructive part of the earth is, though? That's defiling the earth the most? Bloodshed.
Oh, blood.
That bloodshed from wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Not bloodshed from sacrifice, but bloodshed from wickedness. Look, it go back to the beginning of the curse with Cain.
Hey, Con. Shit, that's what I was gonna say. Shit, not only the land Sabbath, they ain't keeping no Sabbath or no under the ordinance of the Lord Yahweh Yahushua whatsoever, man. So, hey, shit, hey, the land, they don't even care about it. Shit, they taking all the trees away. Shit, what does that do? It gives us oxygen, man. Hey, shit, what do we lose? Give all carbon dioxide for the trees, shit. So it's cutting off. Hey, shit, what they call it, the circle of life. Why? Because they're taking the trees away. It's shit. Hey, they just doing a lot of stuff to go contrary to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, period, man. So, hey, shit, once the body recognize that sickness, hey, then the body gets rid of it, man. Hey, shit, what shall it be if that fire is already kindled, man? You see this place heating up already, getting rid of that sickness, all right, in the process of getting rid of that sickness, man. And that's what we're witnessing right now, man. And that us being the medicine that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua using to get rid of it, man.
So it's like Edom is the virus, right?
Cancer. The cancer.
Cancer.
So it's like,
Well-
no, you.
Oh, you
Yeah.
Oh, just in case.
The rest of it should, it's cankered. So everything they do on this earth is like death. That would say he is as death. And that's what they mean by it, like a cancer. You know? So he said, what you said, through bloodshed. Because look at it. If Esau didn't come over here and steal the land from the Native Americans were taking care of the land. They were taking care of the animals. They had all the buffalo.
Yeah.
You know, they would see a buffalo and they would watch how the foxes trick the buffalo. The foxes would surround the buffalo and make it go in circles until it get tired. And then once it get tired, then they'd kill it, they'd unalive it. But Esau, they come through and just spray the whole area up with bullets, riddle it with bullets.
Hey, put it on the wall.
Yeah, slaughter them till there wasn't no more. So it's about removal of people from places and then putting wicked people in those areas, and it corrupts the land as well.
Hey, Con, man. Hey, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. Hey, what is this? Hell on Wheels?
Yeah,
hey, Con. Hey, well, damn. Hey, both. Hell on Wheels, literally, and the show too. But
That's serious. Go ahead.
hey,
bro.
Con.
Yeah.
Hey, so the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh gave us everything that we need right here, free of hand, man. Then you got Esau coming along. All right, I tell you what, buddy. Hey, I tell you what, Bubba. Hey, shit, we're gonna set up this supermarket. You come in, you give us some money, and we give you supply and demand. You need it, we supply it. The earth was already supplying everything that we need. They came in and set up their thoughts of what they think should go on. This is not of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. That's why everything that you see around you must be dissolved, man. This is not the creations of the Lord. This is not the Lord's work. This is the work, the creation, the mindset of someone else, man. Hey, that has no work to do with the Lord, man. Yeah. So therefore, by you indulging in this shit, hey, it pulls you further away from the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh himself, man.
Yeah, and in the competition.
Esau's
always a competition. They always trying to up the next person. So they like, all right, how can this country move products faster than the next country?
Right.
And then they start to just destroy shit. Meaning what? Putting railroads out,
Yeah.
roads, concrete from Greece. That's a Greek mindset. Huh?
No, I would say
and pavements because they need more cars. And then they have more cars, they need more gas, which pollutes the air. You see that? It's like it's a non-ending system of destruction. All right. As soon as they started putting roads on this damn place, we knew it was nothing but destruction from that point.
Right, because they got to destroy the land and put the roads on them.
Yeah.
And the thing about it, there was an episode on Hell on Wheels where they were trying to build a railroad through this and they were sitting down with the Gadite chief, and he was like, nah, I don't want none of that. We ain't doing none of that. We're gonna go to war for whatever.
We got to go through that.
Right, and he was like, the Edomite dude was like, we're trying to make we're trying to make life better for you. He's like, how are you gonna make life better for me? Like, we got everything that we need. I wake up, you know what I'm saying? I go hunt, come home, eat with my kids, have sex with my wife, go to bed.
Yeah, that's like Trump and them saying they're gonna better for the people of Iran, but they talk about nuking it at the same time.
Want freedom?
Causing more toxicity in the air, polluting the earth even more.
And at the end of the conversation, even my Gadite chief was like, if you want to make our lives better, leave.
Leave, man.
Leave. We didn't have no pressure on our life until you came.
Yeah, even pigs wasn't even over here, man. Followed them on the boats. They needed something to eat cheap that produces fast, and they ate that on the way over the boats over here. Roaches, German roaches. Smallpox. All the shit they brought with them. They said you could smell them miles away coming off the ship.
Damn.
You gotta understand the earth had a sweeter smell altogether. So something foul coming even off the shore, you can smell it.
And it's contained on the ship. And ain't nothing but straight ocean air just like just blowing up.
Hey, free something real quick.
Okay.
Because they got it. What you just said? He's thinking it. I said. Here you go. This is back up your point, Yaakov. This is the earth was beautified, and they messed it up. 2nd Ezra 6 and 43. For as soon as thy word went forth, the work was made. For immediately when the Lord spoke, there was great and innumerable fruit on the earth. Great and innumerable fruit that no man plucked or picked it or planted himself. The Lord don't even need us on the earth to do. He already got a system in place, but Esau interrupted that system. All right. Circle of life, they call it.
Hey, Con. Hey, firm definition of what I say
No, I'm
goes.
saying Esau messed it up. Yeah, it was a circle of life, and Esau turned it into a circle of, try to corrupt it to death.
Yeah. Just like how you said, he is as death and hell follows.
That's right. It's a circle. Circuit. For immediately there was great and innumerable fruit, and you don't see that anymore. You know, you're like, damn, what earth was this talking about? and many and diverse pleasures for thy taste. We can't even imagine that today. We were little snacks everywhere. You know, fruit is the Lord's candy. And it says, and flowers of unchangeable colors. We can't imagine what type of flowers out there, man. You know, colors that we can't even imagine. And odors, meaning like you said, smells, and odors of wonderful smell. And this was done on the third day. And Esau messing all of that up. We just walked by somewhere and it was stink as hell. You got all the homeless people out here everywhere.
Smell like
You got it smell like factory. You go downtown, you smell Maxwell House.
how these smells.
All these just funky. The sewers.
jail.
Yeah, the sewer system. You know, it's the situation with Eve down there.
Hey,
I mean, I'm just saying, certain rooms, be funky.
hey,
Right, because you got Eve, so like, because you got Eve working on a minstrel.
You
That's
know what I'm saying?
it's a law in that.
Yeah, man.
right. Do you know what, like in Leviticus, what they would do for the women when they go into, they had special units outside the camp where they would just be, they would go, because it was a cleansing of that and it was a cleansing of the mind too. They would be stationed there for the 7 days. You know what I'm saying? Even though the cycle only lasts like 4 or 5 days, but it was a 7 day for completion. And then they come back with the camp because, you know, they got all kind of mood swings going on and stuff like that. Their whole body is cleansing. And the point that you said, he's like the circle of life, like a circuit, right? Think of how energy moves in a circuit, right? What happens if something disrupts that circuit? That's when it starts destroying, trying to find that connection, and it's going ripping everything up till they find that. See, like the elder said, Esau disrupted that. You know?
Yeah, and having homeless people everywhere, it's just funky, man. And you walk, you hear about New York, especially in Philly.
Yeah, Philly.
And you go, now in the kingdom, can you imagine, man? There's gonna be so many smells.
Some good ones.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, we ain't gonna need no cologne or nothing.
Go walk down the street, just rub up against a bush. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
You know, smells bring what they call that? Aphrodisiacs.
Yeah, it helps enhance its moods and all kinds of stuff.
With hell, everything, repopulation.
Yes.
It's gonna be nice.
I was playing the game Avatar last night. I was playing it for a few hours, and not Avatar: The Last Airbender, but Avatar like the blue people. it's weird segue, it's like it. But going back to like the flourishing of the fauna and the trees and stuff like that. That's all I was doing pretty much the whole game, is just running up trees, bouncing on mushrooms, like really, really crazy stuff. But it's just like the natural flourishing of the earth. The earth should just naturally flourish. All right, it's just supposed to just naturally be bountiful and green, lush.
Right now, you gotta wake up and go to a damn alarm clock.
Right.
I remember when I was in school, we used to have to take this test called the FCAT test. And on the FCAT test, they used to basically tell us that at the end of the St. Johns River, it's a whole bunch of orange trees, and all the oranges fall in the water, and that's what make the St. Johns River brown. You see what I'm saying? So the oranges at like somewhere down there in South Florida is what make the St. Johns River brown. We live in Florida. I ain't seen no real orange in years. Like I ain't seen.
Well, the river is brown. I mean, mostly all rivers are brown. And it gets lighter once you get towards the intercoastal because the Atlantic Ocean and the St. Johns River connect. That's why the St. Johns River is more brackish until you get down there to Doctors Lake, down going to, because the St. Johns River goes all the way down past Orlando.
Yeah, and a lot of the brown is from
algae.
Algae. It's like tea.
Yeah.
Tannins.
It's kind of like tea.
It's not contamination.
And also, it's the current kicks up like dirt from the bottom of it.
Yeah.
So like
the darker it is, the actually more healthy the river is because of the
sediment
soil
on the bottom of the river. gets
But
kicked
they
out from
never
the
supposed
parents,
to.
underwater
But
parents,
then that's when you're supposed to have bottom feeders.
right,
Right, they taking all the bottom feeders
Right,
out
they
the
taking
ocean,
all the bottom feeders out the ocean.
and they in the stove.
Hey, that's why. Instead of following man and you follow the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua ways, people wouldn't be complaining about that, man. Why? Because the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua tell us not to eat those things: the crabs, the shrimp, the lobster, the clams, the oysters. These are all the things that clean out the water, man.
And just to add on, see now today when you
Dog
really
cleaner.
when you really pay attention to what they're doing, they're really trying to band-aid everything now because they have destroyed everything already. So now everything you see is them trying to put a band-aid on it. You know.
She would have been healed. But see, Babylon would have been healed, but she cannot be healed. And if all the trees had fruit on them, we wouldn't go into their grocery store.
Hey man, real talk. Like, and man, listen. You know, let me show you how. Not only does it mess up like the water being clean, somebody showed me something yesterday on target fishing. Right. Always look where the bait fish are hanging out at. Right. That way you can catch the fish and you could throw it out there. But the more and more I would go fishing, right, the less bait fish I would see. You see what I'm saying? So like the crabs and the shrimp, they hang out with the bait fish. You know what I'm saying? And some of the crabs help protect those smaller fish. You feel what I'm saying? So now that's just throwing off the cycle itself. That's why fishing is terrible now. That's why you have to go way out to get fish that you normally. Man, we went deep sea fishing one time, and there was a whiting out there. Way. That's not his habitat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You can't even fish in Philly. You gotta have a license.
And here too.
Nah, here they won't bother you though. It's more freedom.
Yeah.
Like I can go fishing right now and I won't get bothered too much unless I go unless you run into them.
Yeah.
But Philly, you better not go fishing. They on you.
And you can't fish in like up there in like Buffalo, New York.
Yeah.
The lake up there, you can't fish on there.
Yeah.
The biggest lake in the world, you can't fish on it. It's a border between Canada and the United States, right there by Niagara Falls. It's too polluted.
Yeah.
Those are all the factories on the other side of it. So just don't do nothing but dump pollution in the water. Like the one Lake Michigan, Lake Ontario, the Great Lakes, they're all polluted as fuck.
Look at China. Moab ain't no better. He said it's a water spot.
This is out of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, and verse 8. There shall be confusion all places, and the fire shall be off sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. And that's just to back up the point that that the elder was making, you know, and that the bishop was making. All these wild beasts have changed their place. Their natural habitat that they used to be is not their natural habitat anymore. Because what? Because the wickedness of you know, the wickedness of Esau, you know, and his goons, you know. Everything they do is changing the order, the natural order of the earth. We got a problem in Florida right now with damn boa constrictors, with damn pythons living in the Everglades. How did they get there? Because you got the wicked bringing over animals that were never supposed to be here in the first place. And now they what? Now they doing that band-aid. Now they got people going down there. They got tournaments. You know,
right.
You know what I'm saying? To try and catch pythons and shit. You know, giving out money. They shouldn't have been here in the first damn place.
Hey, read that again real quick.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be off sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places.
Right.
And
all
mistress.
that's gonna happen when that nuclear destruction comes, man. That's gonna. No, you had it. Right. That's gonna. And keep going.
Yeah, and the confusion in many places is gonna be war everywhere. And he said the fire gonna be off sent out, man. It's gonna be destruction, missiles. You know, judgment all over the earth.
Go ahead.
And mistress women shall bring forth monsters.
That's mutated babies, man. From all the nuclear fallout, everything's gonna be contaminated.
Yeah.
So that's the fruit of Esau's doing.
Yeah, and that lets you know with the scripture where it says it's gonna be, this war shall be with burning and fuel of fire. I mean, it's gonna be toxic. And radiation involved. And women gonna bring forth children, what do you call it, prematurely, and they're gonna be mutated.
Fucked up.
because of the war that's gonna go on.
Hmm.
That's happening now with a lot of the aluminum and metals in the children. They be born with a lot of metals in their system due to the GMO foods and stuff like that. So you got a high level of like autism and things like that. Even though autism is somewhat of like a gift, you look at it spiritually.
Yeah, right. Yep, and that's happening now. That's what Esau, through their technology, is doing now in their science. He said science falsely so called, but that specific scripture is talking about when the missiles hit, and you know people still be in them hospitals bringing forth babies. There's gonna be all kind of weird shit happening on there.
Look up Agent Orange.
Agent Orange.
Come on, yeah, look up Agent Orange during Vietnam when Esau was dropping Agent Orange was the name of their chemical weapon, and it was just causing so many birth defects in the Vietnamese population.
What about that?
They call it nuclear fallout too. Sorry about that.
What is it was something stand way back probably about in the early 1900s. They had a nuclear facility that had the meltdown. Who? Chernobyl. Yeah. Wherever that's at, that shit got fucked up because of the nuclear reactor that's melted down.
Hey, but just to show the filthiness of a pig, they still thriving so much so that like their meat is blue now.
Hey, that's over in California. Hey, the thing too about Chernobyl too right now, man. Hey, a lot of things that when it stink is popping up over there in Chernobyl, man. Over there, you got different horses, turtles, species, all different types of species, different species of fish popping up over there. Hey, so that shows you the power of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to be able to take away and also to be able to give, man, unalive and alive, man.
The wicked were taken out of the way in Chernobyl.
Hey, facts.
But just to add on to that, as far as the pig having the blue meat now, I did a whole lesson on that. That goes into them eating that poison that's on the ground and turning their insides to that same color. But the stuff is blue that they're eating is what's turning them.
But the scientists, when they were looking up other animals who were able to survive in the radiation, their body had to adapt in a way. They changed it in some type of way. But with the swine, with the pigs, they didn't adapt. They just were with they themselves are a trash can, so they just consume the trash that was there. And that's it.
They didn't have to adapt.
Right, they didn't have to adapt because they did what they were supposed to do.
Goes back to the natural order of things. How Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai creates certain animals to cleanse the earth or keep it clean, man. And what I was going into earlier about them Esau being a cancer.
Y'all forced to stay locked up.
With Edom being a cancer, it's what they call that chemotherapy.
Say it again, bro. Say it again, bro.
What Esau being a cancer? That chemotherapy that's gonna hit him is that nuke.
Right.
The nuclear message.
Because you need that chemo is that radiation to get rid of the cancer.
Hey, and then that's wicked in itself. That was founded during the time of Hitler and everything, man. So that lets you know it's a form of radiation. It kills the body, unalives the body. So like.
Lions Den walk and talk.
That way you can get locked right back in. That's cool. Yeah. Y'all flowing though, man. That was good. Y'all got your bags too.
Wow.
Everybody except for the speaker probably go grab the bags if y'all want.
We got Isaiah 14.
Isaiah 14, I got you. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
So throughout all of everything that's going on, the breaking down the basically the world waxing worse through age, the captivity of the Lord's people, Esau being directed, the fighting between the nations on who got next. The Lord is going to choose Israel. The Lord is going to choose Jacob. You got it all.
And set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Right, Israelite foreigners.
Come on. Verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place,
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids.
Right, Isaiah chapter 45, Isaiah chapter 60, we're going to possess them for servants and handmaids. The kings of the earth shall lick up the dust of our feet. You know, we're going to suck the milk of the Gentiles, meaning we're going to have all their stuff. Because when they had, what is the scripture, that let favor be shown to the wicked.
Also, when we left out of Egypt the first time, the Egyptians wanted us out of there. They were, hey, you want some gold? Here you go, buddy. All right, so in the same time, once our people are in rulership, these other nations are going to give us their riches. They go, hey, you need some gold for your temple? Yeah, here you go.
And that I don't remember the time period, but that happened once before during the time of Isaiah, because Isaiah was the first one to go out to the Gentiles. So those Gentiles that were cleaving unto Israel, because what happened was they were being brought back from that Gentile state of mind, but they didn't know what direction to go. So they had to cleave unto the Israelites that knew they were Israelites, right, to get back into the customs, and that's who Isaiah was sent out for. Just like how Yahushua sent Paul out. So those are Israelites cleaving unto the other Israelites to get direction on getting back into the covenant.
Hey, just like today, all right? I came up to the camp. I didn't know who I was. They were like, oh, yeah, dude. I was like, oh, cool, yeah, boom. And you had to claim to the other Israelites to know who the Lord is, to know you Israelite. Back to the verse 2.
So think about it. Think about it in terms of Yahushua, right? Ephesians chapter 2, right? Because you had the wicked Sanhedrin that was looking at the Israelite strangers and they were casting them out. You know what I'm saying? So Yahushua was like, all right, I'm gonna make a way. Because if you keep reading, well, no, that's Isaiah chapter 11. He said, then shall an ensign be sent out. That ensign was Yahushua that was gonna lead the strangers back. So we're gonna have to cleave on, you know what I'm saying? So now they're gonna have to cleave on to us, just like how it was in Isaiah 14. You know what I'm saying? To get back to the way. And who we cleaved on to? Yahushua.
Yeah, and that's how he said he's gonna make him both twain and one man. And basically in one man bringing us back together, bringing the Jews and Gentiles, the Israelite Gentiles back together through one. That's what he always promised us, and he started that back with Isaiah. Yep.
Back to verse 2. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
So right, man, we're going to rule over our oppressors. Those that basically, Revelation chapter 13, verse 9, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
All right, and this is an Old Testament prophecy that hasn't happened yet. All right, verse 3.
Wait. It did happen one time during that time.
Okay.
That's why Isaiah was sent out to them.
Okay, it's like.
But it's gonna happen again.
No, my bad. I'm about to say, yeah, it's gonna happen again. That's why I was going at. But I said that because a lot of people like to do away with the Old Testament because they think everything was already set, everything was already done. But we have there's prophecies in the Old Testament that haven't happened yet that are twofold prophecies that are gonna happen in today's time as well. All right, because the word of the Lord is not going to come back unto him void. Verse 3, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve.
Right, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. The Lord basically put us here, and he made us basically be the backbone, the tail end of basically Esau's enterprise. We basically did all the heavy lifting, the hard work, and all the ideas. We put in all the ideas where you hear about it, so-called Black History Month. It talks about all the accomplishments of our people that basically made this place what it is today. So the Lord said he's going to give us rest from our sorrow, from our fear, from the hard bondage wherein we were made to serve.
You know, like a lot of our people, they like to say, you know, we built this country, but it's like, yeah, and look what it is. It ain't nothing. You know, it's not nothing to be proud of. Like the scriptures say, we should pull away from it. We should mentally and spiritually get out of it. Don't take pride that our people built this place, because this place isn't something to be proud of. All right, we should be
built it in our captivity.
Right.
With the mindset thinking that if we do this, they might let us finish.
Right, we ain't had no choice to build it. Right.
Just like the movie Waterboy, right? The only reason why Louisiana Tech had that good football team because he took the playbook from the team coach. You know what I'm saying? So the only reason why, because we're the salt of the earth. So that's the only reason why America was able to flourish the way it was able to flourish. But it was also a punishment unto it. That's why go to Deuteronomy said you shall build houses or plant vineyards, and they shall drink the fruit of it or drink the wine of it.
Yeah, and the Most High made this place to flourish so he can raise it up like he did Pharaoh. Just to show, just to exalt the Most High's name when he destroyed it. He said they shall build, but he shall throw down. Yep. I would say the only reason the place got flavor is because we just saw it every
It's Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. And that's exactly what we have in this place. But this is just to back up the point. We don't have any rest in this place. This place is not our rest, like the scriptures say. All we got is a failing heart, you know, a trembling heart, you know, faintness,
fear for our lives when we go out in the streets because of Esau.
In the morning we say we wish it was night, and at night we say we wish it's morning, you know, because we don't find any rest.
Right. We don't have that heart no more. We got those that's in the truth. They got the spirit of the Lord in them, so they don't have that fear. We don't have that fear, and he took that trembling away from us with the scriptures, with the promise of the hope that we have. You know,
right? You understand, like the earth is mourning because Esau's, you know, wreaking havoc in the earth, but the earth is also mourning because we help create this all this. We help beautify this whole thing, but we lost our beauty and fell from our grace, right? So now the earth can rejoice again. It said when the righteous are in authority, the earth, you know what I'm saying, the earth is going to rejoice. So not only is the earth is mourning because we're in a state of mourning and not in our proper state.
We're the proper I don't know what we're the proper husbandmen unto this field, the earth.
We have the resources to be that.
Come on.
You know, because if we were that in the beginning, we wouldn't be going through what we're going through right now.
Right.
Well, yeah, we the what did he say Adam was in the beginning? We're his brothers.
Yeah.
He was the tiller of the soil. So he was like farmers. Without us, the earth ain't gonna operate right.
Right.
So Yahweh Shai, he's the first of all of us. So he's the first tiller of the soil. He's still the master of the universe. Right. And we're gonna be masters of the universe.
Hey, damn. Hey, Con. Hey, us prophets also being symbolic of those farmers, man. Hey, technically like breaking up the fallow ground spiritually of the earth. That way the seed of the truth can be planted for the will to be done, man.
Right, because nobody, if the ground wasn't broken up, what is the ground broken up for? So the earth can receive, the ground can receive nutrients. Like, because it won't retain oxygen if you don't break up that ground. It won't be able to receive the nutrients and the nitrogen that it needs to get other chemicals to react to get the soil to bring forth fruit or trees like it's supposed to.
Hey, so damn, going back to the land side.
They put the styrofoam in like the garden.
Hey, Con, aerate, create air bubbles.
Yeah, and that's why Yahweh Shai, the scripture says Yahweh Shai, when he returns, he's going to judge among the nations. I mean, he's going to set everything back in order.
And going back to the land Sabbath, this land was unused for let's say 7 years. All right, but right now that land Sabbath is going over, so we're breaking, like brother Arakah said, breaking up the fallow ground, getting it ready to be planted. The Lord is coming back to harvest. He said that a few times in the scriptures. The labor is few, but the worker is plenty. It's like it. The labor is. Hold on. The work is plenty, but the laborers are few. It's like it. Roughly paraphrase.
And I had an interjection based off of Yakarov's precept that he brought out. He pretty much spoke on it, but I'm gonna bring out the full scripture. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10, and it reads, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." And this is he was going into how it was physical and spiritual. Like we were spiritually dead, at one point. Being Gentiles in this, being brought back to the truth, how we was, how the earth is mourning, it says,
It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction, man. So so we shouldn't have our mindset in this place. We shouldn't depend on this place. We should have our mindset on Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Now, it's not saying that you should physically depart from this place, you know, but spiritually, you should understand where you at. We understand that we're in Babylon. So spiritually, we separate ourselves from this wicked place, knowing that this place is nothing but polluted, man, physically and spiritually.
Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, whose Hebrew names were Hananiah, Azariah.
Ananiah,
Mishael. It was like a goddamn. But they didn't physically depart from the furnace, all right, but they were mentally and spiritually departed from it. All right, they was with the Lord when they was in the furnace. Literally. They was with the Lord when they was in the furnace.
And that's the mindset we got to be in when we're dealing with this place, Babylon. This is the wicked place, man. This place has to be destroyed. So we have to bring our mindset out of this place, man, and be spiritually with the Lord, man, because this place is a wicked, polluted place, and it's just it will destroy you with a sword of destruction, man. You know, if you keep your mindset in this place.
You got more on that?
And that was it.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, going back to verse 3. Go back to verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth.
So woe to you that spoilers, and thou was not spoiled. When thou ceased, how it go? And I'm saying Isaiah 33:1, woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wasn't spoiled, and thou that dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to make an end of spoiling and dealing treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
He who diggeth the pit shall fall therein.
So that's just what it is. You know, the king of Babylon is basically going to fall. His nation, his enterprise is going to fall.
Verse 7. Well, I'm sorry, verse 6 for the last part. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted, and none hindereth. None is going to hinder. None is going to be like, oh, no, America, oh, God. No, they're going to be like, oh, hey.
He had a continual stroke.
Right.
So you ain't giving a continual stroke. You ain't giving no rest. You ain't giving nobody no chance to get up and shake back.
Look at all
when I wanna.
Right.
As soon as somebody try to shake back, here go Esau. Trying to hinder you. My bad.
Right. No, you good. Just looking at all the nations that Esau has went to and continuously bombarded with either their philosophies, sending missionaries out there, or physical bombardment, like democracy, military. All right.
They want to come and watch your oil. They want to take, babysit your oil for you. They want to watch your cocoa fields.
That's crazy.
No, just interject real quick. It reminds me of just earlier today when we went to the store, and the whole Idumean Gram, took a spill, man, and people were real slow to come to the aid, man. So it just reminds me of what we're talking about right now.
None hindered it.
None hindered it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody coming to their aid, man. Everybody's sick and tired of these Idumeans, man.
Hey, that was the representation of Babylon. Ain't nobody everybody see the downfall of this place, nobody go come to his aid.
Right. Everybody just watching it fall.
Like me and you. Me and Ox saw one fall in the street. Walking up, fell away.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that old lady bought a lot of candy, but she gone now.
Just a remark, just like the Kevin Hart joke. When you say he saw his granddaddy fall and he was taking a long time to fall, he said, hurry up. He slapped the stool out from under so he can fall down quick. That's what they're going to do with Babylon. You're going to see this place falling and hurry up, fall down. We ain't got time to wait all day.
The scripture said, he said, he beheld and looked, and lo, Satan and fell like lightning.
Yeah, even what's his name, DJ T, man. They saying
y'all saw
They saying DJ T got a short time.
Yeah.
But he got that, what do you got? Dementia.
Yeah, that frontal lobe, something.
Yeah, dementia. And he got that issue my dad had. He's starting to use his ability to swallow.
Oh, yeah, that's Parkinson. That's,
it's dementia too.
Okay.
Yeah, dementia. It's a progress of dementia.
Wow.
Yeah, that's from being choked. Yeah. They choked him out, Nolan Wells. But yeah, you know, you may see something happen with him, you know, DJT. They propping him up like a puppet now with all kind of medicines, man. And the medicines can't last but so long.
Yeah, he takes a regimen of aspirin every day.
Allegedly. That's why I said medicine. That's why I said medicine.
To keep his blood thin.
Yeah, allegedly, you know, they be shutting it down for that. Yeah, but that's medicine.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing.
So right now, the earth don't sing like it used to in the old age. Just go outside and smell pine. You know, but
yeah, girl, singing.
Come on.
Singing.
I was thinking about Wizard of Oz, Ding Dong, the Wicked Witch is dead type.
No. The trees shall sing.
Oh, come on. The fir trees.
The fir trees shall sing, man, they're gonna grow. They're slowing up the growth on the earth.
Yeah, the trees should be bigger. All these trees should be way bigger. Trees don't stop growing.
And if it was more, it'd be more sense.
Right.
You smell pine cones.
Right. More female trees, there'll be more flowers, then the scents would.
Yeah, where are the pine cones? I used to see pine cones
Right.
everywhere.
Man, you used to go outside, you used to smell.
Oh yeah,
smell dates.
Pine straw and pine cones.
And pine pollen. This is the worst, man. We right up under the tree.
You smell all type of fruits. Oranges, dates. You know, it used to be like a sweet smell, like in the early 2000s. Right. But under the will and the watch of Esau Edom, you know, a lot of things have basically languished. The Lord said the earth is going to break forth into singing.
Verse 8, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee,
There you go.
and the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no feller has come up against us.
So right, back in the statement that the elders made, you know, nobody's going to be just going around cutting down trees to make room for factories. You know, make room for whatever Esau trying to erect on the earth. Yeah, con. So in the kingdom, you know, we're gonna have forests again. We're gonna have waterfalls and stuff, man. We're gonna have gardens like how we used to have, you know, in the old world.
Quick interjection. This is Joshua chapter 15. Verse 18. This is a daughter talking to her father, Israelite daughter talking to her Israelite father. And it came to pass, as she came unto him, that she moved him to ask her father a field. And she lighted off her ass, and Caleb said unto her, what wouldest thou? Who answered, give me a blessing, for thou hast given me a southland. He gave his daughter a southland. Give me also springs of water. So she wanted a spring. And he gave her the upper springs and the nether springs. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Judah according to their families. So there's a spring out there. There's an upper and nether spring with somebody's name written on it right now, with an Israelite woman name written on it right now. That's hers.
No paperwork.
No paper. Right.
But hey, the proof of that is look at the land name. Judah, Benjamin, Levi.
Gone.
You know, we got our names there. He wrote our names on that place. So we're destined to be there.
Right. All right. And when the kingdom comes back, we're going to be able to treat our children like that. We're going to be able to give them springs, even more so give them planets. All right, give them a universe to just go kick it in. You know, hey,
precept.
Gone.
This is 2 Ezra 4 and 7. Oh, 6. Then answered I and said, what man is able to do that thou shouldest ask such things of me? And he said unto me, if I should ask thee how great dwellings are in the midst of the sea. We're going to have dwellings in the midst of the sea. All right, we're gonna have dwellings in the midst of
Right,
the sea.
I had to say that, right?
Yeah, but again, or how?
You're gonna be swimming.
Yeah, yeah, living down there, or real life Avatar.
Con.
Or how many springs are in the beginning of the deep?
The beginning of the deep.
Yeah, how many waterfalls and springs that create the water, bring the water?
So Esau can't do it without fear of his life. But we gonna be able to chill in the Mariana Trench. Just chill. Like, yeah, this is a nice place. I really like this trench.
Yeah.
There's oxygen in water.
Right.
All would it take is for our mind to be like, okay, how do I
Right, we just regulate our boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, so I can take the element of oxygen out of this to.
When Jonah was tossed overboard, and before he got swallowed by the big fish, he said the seaweed compassed his head, and he saw the mountains that were under the water.
Yeah, but y'all see, that's crazy. We still human, right?
Right.
Who said we're gonna need to breathe?
Oh, that's all I was thinking when you talk. That's all. You don't need air.
He said we're going down to the firmament.
God.
Wow.
We're gonna be nothing gonna be able to conquer us.
Huh.
We're not gonna have to eat, but we're gonna eat because it'll be pleasurable in that day. It's not really pleasurable to eat today unless you just like greedy and giving into that spirit of wickedness. But
It's just a source to feed this actual flesh.
right.
So what feeds the spiritual body?
Right, this paradise.
The
My bad.
manna.
That's right. Or how many springs are above the firmament? So out there too. We're gonna have
Right.
out there.
Right.
And on another planet.
And that's the upper springs.
Right. or which are the outgoings of paradise? So we're gonna know the outgoings of how to go into the spirit world or how to come back into this dimension.
Wow.
We're gonna know the ins and outs of this place. And the proof of that was 3-Eye Atlas when it showed up. They started riding the waves of the wind, like the scriptures say. They're still around.
Con.
Yeah, still around out there.
So just just like how you have a jet stream, like weather patterns, like when the jet stream dips and only pushes the cold front down, just like how you seen Finding Nemo. They got a jet stream under the water where they like the fish they'll travel through, so they don't have to use. And they got the same thing out there in space. And
all that's around us right now. He said the kingdom of heaven is already prepared. He said Esau in the way, and then we gotta get our blessing. And Yahweh Shai gotta get his. That's it.
Right. Prime example, like the reason why planes fly at a certain altitude, especially for longer flights, because they catch that wave, and they don't have to use as much gas when they get caught up in that jet stream. And it'll carry them to the destination.
Just like 3-Eye Atlas did.
Yeah. and we predicted it. The way it slingshot past Jupiter to come back with double the force. Come on, man. That was strategically done.
It's showing off.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, but that wasn't natural.
Spiritual natural.
Isaiah chapter 13, it's like it. Chapter 14, verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee. Even all the chief ones of the earth, it hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
Right, and that's what you see the nations doing today.
Right.
Everybody tired of Esau. The big bad bully of the block, he's being cast down, and all the people that he bullied, they basically looking at him with that side. They pulling up their pants. You know what I'm saying? So they getting ready to basically deal treacherously with him because they see how weak he is.
Right. I was watching a little a quick history on Iran. Iran, they fought against Genghis Khan and the Mongols. They fought against, well, it wasn't against specifically Genghis Khan, but it was his nephew who was like famous for putting skulls in pyramids. So they had to fight against that dude, the Mongols. They fought against Alexander the Great and his people. They had to fight against a few like ancient like global powers. All right, and now they're doing the same thing today. But every time they were beat in battle and their lands were oppressed, they still remained Persians. All right, like to them, they still kept their own tongue, they still kept their own philosophies, they still kept their own music. All right, their own, they still kept themselves. Right. Right.
Ain't nobody ever moved out of their land.
Ain't nobody ever moving out their land, and they still there. And they and
Now
now
Alexander won according to prophecy
right.
because his father Philip couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? It was just based upon the idea where this to cross a certain river to get to the Persians, he built like a boat, like
Gone.
which built the bridge for him to go. You know what I'm saying?
But not even that. When Alexander was in Persia, he was ruling. He turned into a Persian. He didn't make them, you know, go according to his ways. He went according to their ways. And eventually, after he went on to do something else, I think he had left and he went on to do something else. The people he left in charge there in Persia, the Persians kicked him out. All right, they start speaking Persian. They start wearing Persian attire. So that's why they're still here. And I said all that to say that going kings of the nation, but there were no fellas, raised it from the socket. Weak as we, right? So Iran is saying, bro, you not nobody. Iran is speaking against this place, saying that we gonna fight y'all until we go. All right, and that's what they've been doing. And now all these other nations are saying the same thing. These other nations are ancient powers who've been here centuries before America. All right, and now they're saying, are you as weak as we?
Prime example, Rocky IV, right? They thought Ivan Drago was a machine until they seen blood. See that? That's when you seen goddamn what's it called? Creed Daddy. He was like, see, he ain't a machine. He a man. He a man. That's what these other nations gonna see. Oh, y'all ain't powerful. We thought y'all was powerful. No, y'all ain't powerful. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it.
Put these caps on.
Yeah.
They show you that on 300, on the movie 300 with.
Gone. He threw the spear.
Yeah,
Gone.
I can't think of his name.
Leonidas.
Yeah,
Gone.
when he threw it, when old boy tried to act like he was a god.
Right.
Yeah, Artaxerxes and well, they showed it like,
And then
he bleeds. Yeah. But it still showed that.
The Lord finna crush all of them.
It just showed that they ain't no gods, man. They regular men, you know. And the only way you're gonna be victorious if the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh is with you, no matter what nation you are. Like if he's not with you, you're not gonna be victorious. Man.
Appreciate it. Ezekiel chapter 35. We'll start at verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end, says, therefore, as I liveth, saith Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So these people, you know, they love bloodshed. You know, they love to do their, you know, rituals. You know what I'm saying? The ritual KOs and unaliving. You know, and so because of that, and can't forget, like I said, has shed the blood of the children of Israel. They touched the apple of the Lord's eye. So because of all this, the Most High has prepared them unto blood. All right, he's going to take them out of here. And it says, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And Mount Seir, you know, that's the place, but it represents the people, those Idumeans that are over there. It says it's going to make them most desolate. And verse 8, I will fill his mountains with his slain men, and thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. So he's going to fill their mountains, Mount Seir, you know, Babylon the Great, you know, this place right here that we're in. He's going to fill these places with their slain, man, with their fallen by the sword. And the sword is what? These missiles, you know, in this time that we're in now.
God is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. See on the ground there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender delicate. So just like the bishop was saying, this place is no God. They're no God. They're going to be very much touched of the superpowers that they were able to create. You know, i.e. the missiles, ICBMs. So they're not going to be no more tender delicate. How they're seen as, you know, they're more stout. You know,
Huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
Used and abused.
They done.
Verse 10, Isaiah chapter 14,
all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials, Slakia, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
All right, so this place is going to be a continual destruction. You know, as it stated, what a worm diet not. It's going to be a continual destruction. This place the smoke of this place is going to go up for a very long time.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
Right, so he's going to basically fall. The scripture say he saw Lucifer fall as lightning. You know, so Esau is basically falling. His kingdom is falling. The Lord has set him in slippery places. Ooh, you got it out.
How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pits.
So right, and that's just what it is. So he had all this stuff in his mind what he wanted to do, but the counsel of the Lord is gonna stand at the end of the day. So he basically thought that he was gonna exalt himself over the whole world. He was gonna exalt himself over the stars of Yahweh, basically the children of Israel, and he thought that he was gonna put a space force in the sky, put up all type of surveillance. What's that? Elon Sandusky, Starlink. He was gonna basically rule from the Most High. He was gonna rule from the heavens.
Psalms 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call the lands after their own names. All that, right?
So this place, America, was named after Amerigo Vespucci. You know, so he basically he thought that his enterprise, being the new world, what they call it at that time, he thought it was gonna last forever. But how about Shemai Shah is finna bring it down to the ground?
Hey, roughly paraphrasing further down in that verse on the chapter, it says because of their prosperity, they are confident in their doings.
That's why.
Gone. Yeah, their families, just because their families are still here today, they're able to they think they're gonna be here forever and ever and ever for generations and generations. Just because they've been for 250 years, or of course a little bit more than that, they think this house is gonna stand forever and ever and ever. That's not true.
All right, and that goes back to the verse that the precept that you was bringing out, going as far as them going into the dust, man, going back into that confusion, not understanding like what's happening, like how am I losing my power, how am I losing my grip, not understanding it's all coming from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So the Lord is making them, bringing them low, you know.
The earth was given to the hands of the wicked. The Lord can give it and He can take it away, and this place is going to be surely taken away from Esau's hands.
Hindered. Verse 15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pits. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
Is this the man?
That did shake kingdoms? That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners?
So, all right. So in the next life, you know, we're going to be nearly looking upon Esau and those 1,000 years. We're going to tell our children. We're going to tell our children about Esau, how basically he oppressed the whole world. Everybody ain't gonna be able to believe it because he's gonna be scrawny and narrow and frail over there in the pit. You know, dig up a little hole, they sleep up, get ready to work in the morning.
Is this the man?
So that's how we go.
Mama. Right.
Go flying over the pit. You know, little child flying over the pit, looking. You know,
Them up like,
Hey,
Y'all boy lying. Y'all boy lying. He wasn't the
how
real
does it
no.
make you feel about yourself though? Like, God,
Right.
that just shows that if we take our minds, if we take our sights off the Lord, anything can happen.
Gone.
Who had us in derision.
Had us in derision.
Like a mug.
We're still coming out of it.
Hey,
Hey,
our kids gonna be like, dang, all right, whoo. They gotta dodge that.
he ain't dodged it. He did what he did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He back here for a reason.
I mean, we prevailed.
Right, yeah, we prevailed.
It's Jeremiah 50:22. A sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord.
It's all right, man. This place about to fall. You know, they came against the Lord, they strove against the Lord. They erected themselves. They thought they was be like the Most High. What it says, he sent in the temple of the Most High, say he is and none else beside him. So guess what? The Lord finna show him. He finna wipe that smile off his face. You know, bring his pride low. He finna fall to the sides of the pit.
Hey, Con, and they can't see it. Neither are they able to understand it, man. You know why? Because throughout time, anytime Babylon went to war, hey, shit, who, as it said in Obadiah, who can bring me down to the ground? But they don't understand it. The Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is doing that, man. And what it says, the sound of battle is in the land. A sound of battle of what? A sound of battle of your demise, man. Of World War III, all right? Which is bringing you to your demise, right? So by Esau's blessing being the sword, by the sword, you're going to be destroyed, man. You know, hey, shit, hey, you shed blood, your blood has to be shed in order for this land to be cleansed.
Hey, and to add on, Esau blessing with the sword, he was able to inherit all the things of the flesh, the material things and the fatness of the earth. When the earth was cursed from the first Adam, like the brother lesson, all right? So the earth was cursed from the first Adam, and you inherit that curse as a blessing. So your blessing was a curse.
And what it say, injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another, man. So this is what we're witnessing right now, the transitioning of rulership. By their downfall is our uprising. Hey, as it was said earlier, man, hey, in order for the righteous kingdom to be established, that righteous restitution to be able to come into play, this kingdom has to be destroyed, man. Everything you see around you has to be destroyed.
Hey, going back to the elders' lesson he did about the throne and the footstool, Esau got the footstool but no throne. All right, he just got the earth and that's it. But like the earth wanes, like the glory of man wanes. So it was only a given for a time. So now it's going away. All right, but that throne is going to be forever and eternal. All right, and then the footstool is going to be given. It's going to be given a prophet. He did it out of order. All right, he did it out of Esau did it out of order, but Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to allow Israel to do it the correct way.
This is Jeremiah 51:25. It says, "Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord Yahweh, which destroyest all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain." So the Lord is against the destroying mountain. In this devil, Isha, he's the destroying mountain. He's the one that's going around destroying on the earth. Going back to the brother's Talib's lesson, this devil is the reason why the earth don't sing no more. The devil is the reason why the earth ain't yielding its fruit. This devil is the reason why things aren't functioning as they're supposed to, because he's the one that's destroying all the earth. He's that destroying power in the earth, plus his great whore that sits upon the scarlet covered beast called Babylon America. And for that reason, the Lord is going to roll this devil down from the rocks, take him out of his place, and make him a burnt mountain up.
No, he's rolling down the rocks. That means it's going to be a hard fall.
God, He's going to take him down, and the Lord going to make sure he falls very, very hard. The bigger you are, the harder you fall.
It's going to be a smooth process.
God.
It's going to be rocky.
Yeah. So the Lord finna take this devil down.
From the high seat, he's right in the high position, that high mountain. It's going to be a hard fall down them rocks.
Second Ezra 11:40, and the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness.
That Roman Empire.
And over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression, and so long time dwelt upon he about the earth with the sea.
So long time, it was really just a small season. So long time they dwelt upon the earth and with deceit and oppression. That's all they're doing, they're oppressing the earth, deceiving.
Verse 41, "For the earth hast thou not judged with truth, and for thou hast afflicted the meek, and thou hast hurt the peaceable, and thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwelling of them that brought forth fruit, and have cast down the walls of such as they did no harm.
Right, he tried to cast away our cord. You know, he tried to keep us in a drunken state. You know, so it's going to be a recompense for that.
Right, the people that were taking care of the earth, they destroyed them. The ones that brought forth fruit, the people that were tilling the soil, that know the ways of the land a little bit. You know, the ones that kept the laws, the Israelites, the land Sabbath, they destroyed us and kicked us off our land.
Verse 43, therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up to the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty.
Right, it says her sins have reached into heaven. And now had the Lord remember her basically from to destroy this place. You got it out.
The highest also have looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled. And therefore appear no more thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor all thy vain body, that all the earth may be refreshed.
Right, so just that's what it is. You know, the Lord finna destroy this place from the rooter to the tutor. You know, it's finna be a continual destruction. You know, and that all the earth may be refreshed, being the point. You know, the Lord's gonna create a new heavens and a new earth.
Yes. Going back here.
Fine.
Revelation 11 and 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. The seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven saying, the kingdom of this world is become the kingdoms of our Lord and of Yahushua, our anointed, and he shall reign forever and ever. See, Esau reigning right now on the earth. And the 24 elders, the elect out in the heavens, which sat before the Most High on their seats, is only for Israel, fell upon their faces and worshiped Yahweh, saying, we give thanks to thee, this is the refreshing, O Lord, power almighty, which art and was and is to come, that's past, present, future, because thou hast taken to thee thy great power. See, once the Lord starts taking to thee thy great power and showing, displaying his power in this realm, and has reigned. This is the point. The nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, in the time of the dead, that they should be judged. Talking about these nations. All right. And thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. There you go. So in that day, the Lord gonna destroy the the ones that's been destroying the earth this whole time.
Hey, being rewarded for your acts, man.
You reap what you sow.
So wickedness into the earth.
Second Ezra 11 and 46, that all the earth may be refreshed and may return, being delivered from thy violence, and that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her.
All right, that's just what it is, man. The earth is going to be refreshed. You know, righteousness is going to flourish throughout the four corners of the earth. Yahushua going to be ruling. We're going to be joint heirs with him. You know, we ain't going to have to deal with all this wickedness. We ain't going to have to deal with being in the wicked flesh anymore. You know, we got one more precept. We're going to get it.
Hold on, one more.
Oh, come on, you got it. One more.
Hold on, where is that?
Bring them out.
That's right. Hold on, where's that? Made the word for wilderness.
Isaiah 14.
Yeah.
14 and.
There you go. They're gonna destroy them that destroyed the earth. Isaiah 14 and Oh, y'all stopped at 15.
I started at 8:17.
Oh, you did? You read that already? 17?
You want me to get it?
Yeah, read that again. 17. Back up what we're talking about.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 17.
Oh, yeah, 16 and 17. My bad.
Verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
Yeah, the kingdom, they're going to be in cages, and they're going to be written over their cages like the zoo. They're going to say apes and shit like that. They're going to say destroyer of the earth. Destroyer of the earth. Everything else they want.
Hey, what lot you played in?
That ain't going to be a good name to have title to have in the kingdom.
Con.
Well, a kingdom full of people trying to build the earth and help it to flourish. And you're gonna be like destroyer of the earth right there.
So, the cage is gonna be in caves. It's gonna say beware of wild animals. Don't feed the wild animals.
No precious metals
Don't
around
feed the
this.
wicked animals. Don't feed the wicked animals.
Demons waiting for disposal.
Yeah, everybody send Lazarus, please. Hey, nah, don't feed that. Read the sign, bro.
Hey, no, it was swim, boy, swim. That did shake the kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoners, of his prisoners.
It's showing you. I was just finna say, it's showing you how wicked these devils really are, man. Like they are truly wicked, bro. Like, go ahead.
Full of oppression, opened not the house of his prisoners. Instead of saying made the world as a wilderness, destroyed the world. You know, concrete everywhere, like the brothers were stating earlier. But it says the beams shall cry out, the timber shall be a witness against you. Everything that you set up in his life, you know, all the builders gonna be a witness against you.
I'm about to say, it's funny. It's funny. The phrase is, if these walls could talk. You know, the story they were telling, and they talking about that off a man-made structure. But if the earth could talk, all right, the trees that been used to lynch our people, they probably cry out, yeah, man, god dang, the destroyer of the earth made me da da da. You know, they would scream out against, like I said, the timbers.
Strange fruit.
Strange fruit. You got something to say?
That's the trees that we're hanging from.
Oh, con, right.
Damn. All these. It's 5 points.
Con. This is Revelations chapter 21:1, and it reads, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea.
So right, man, the Lord basically, man, the Lord is finna refresh everything. Like Scripture said, all the earth might be refreshed. You know, so the new heaven and that new earth is about to be established by way of Yahweh Shema Shah. But this old earth is basically passing away. You know, it's grew weaker in age, and it's ready to croak. It's ready to go.
Hey, I was thinking about a computer. When you refresh a computer, you're not completely like turning it off or like making it new. It's just like the site that you're on right now, it's not working right. There's a few things in the way. There's you hit refresh and it boom, and it comes back. Now you're able to do your da-da-da. And that's what's going to happen to the earth. The earth is going to be refreshed. All right, Esau is going to be moved out of the way so that way it can properly operate.
There's going to be a new age.
New age, new dawn, and new day.
The earth is going to still be reside the way it was, but it's just that system ain't going to be here that was causing the earth to be sick.
Precept. Just precept real quick. Let me read 2 real fast. 1 John 2:17, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of Yahweh abideth forever. 1 Corinthians 7:31, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away.
The world that we see, the world as we know it right now, is not going to exist anymore. Right? We can't see the earth as it really is. We can't see the world as it really is because of the system, this age that's in place right now. So once the Lord gets rid of that, then our eyes will be open and we'll see everything for what it is, and we'll respect it as such because we'll see all that within us. The perfecting of that the Lord is doing right now, we're going to see that within us. So that's guess what? That's like if you don't love yourself, how can you love anything outside yourself?
Right. The last one. Isaiah 40:5. And the glory of Yahweh shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. For the mouth of Yahweh have spoken it.
That's the spirit, like he went there with that, like you know. So that's the like as we get perfected, the earth is going to be perfected also, because guess what? We're going to be able to love ourselves and protect ourselves through the spirit, because we're going to have see that divine connection, and that divine connection is going to be seen everywhere else, you know. So now now the other nations are going to have an influence on how to act, because everybody's influence right now is Esau. So what is everybody doing, trying to act like Esau, because Esau's the one that's prospering on the earth,
following the leader.
That goes right back into the next verse of Revelation 21:2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down
from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Right.
No, you got it right.
Out of 144,000, you know, coming out of those ships, what they call UFOs, coming back to take the earth in the Daniel chapter 7 and verse 18 fashion.
UAPs now. That's the 2026 version. UAPs now.
But it says, the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Now, but it was beautiful that those precepts line up together, man. It's just the elect is going to be that example that, you know, that's going to be on the earth, man. That pure righteousness.
The same way, same way you have the cabinet of Nero 47, you know, running the world right now, you know, and the secret conglomerate behind him. All right, we're going to be that out in the open conglomerate. All right, the hegemony ruling the world by the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
And this message for the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the true Israelites of the scriptures. Oh yeah, keep going. He turned around.
Oh, what?
The Negroes. Verse 3 of Revelation 21, verse 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacles of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and power himself shall be with them and be their power.
So that's the reward for doing this work. For having faith to the end, for enduring it to the end. You know, we get to be the first fruits of that kingdom that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has established. You know, he's going to appoint us that kingdom.
Don't you want first dibs in the kingdom of the Lord? First dibs, front row seat.
Don't you want him to wipe away your tears, man?
Right.
That's the next verse, man.
Right.
2/3 of our people ain't got no tears to wipe, and they don't want first dibs because they already got dibs on their side.
Right, exactly.
Hey, no, they got tears to wipe, they just don't know it.
Hey, come on. Damn. Shit.
Yeah.
Hey, damn.
Snotty nose like nigga, I ain't sad.
Well, people been looking for it. They just don't know. Our people just try for lack of knowledge. They just can't find it. They've been looking for the answers, man. And that's why he said we don't boast against the branches, because it's like sitting here not us, but it's like mocking blind people.
Right.
That's trying to find their way. They're trying to find God, but Lord gave us the eyes and ears to see it, to find Him.
But don't think we're better than them because
our eyes are open.
Right. You know, that goes into Romans 11:7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained where the rest were blinded. So if they were blinded, who blinded them? That goes into Isaiah 6:10. He said, make these people's heart fat and their ears dull of hearing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was designed by the Lord. So we can't boast against anything because we were given the opportunity for our eyes to be open. That's why he said, blessed are your eyes. Where did the blessing come from? You know?
Yep.
From the Lord.
Yep. And all the unalivings and funerals our people go to, man, all that's going to end, man. And they don't even know what's coming to them.
If the way was open to 2/3 of our people, they would follow it.
Precept.
That'll help you respect it more, like we won't be mocking a blind person.
Because like the same time in like the first Egypt, the 2/3 were pretty much able to go with out of Egypt. Of course, they were groaning and complaining the whole time, but at the same time, they had that ability. They're of Israel, you know.
Yeah, but and then the Lord at that time showed why 2/3 of his people have to be destroyed.
Right.
Because you know what I'm saying. So now we have an understanding of why
they gotta go.
They gotta go to be refreshed, and just be lucky that our names are written in the book of life, because that's our refreshing through Yahweh Shai. Their refreshing is gonna be through famine or a missile or something like that. I mean, it is what it is, but the Lord to the untrained eye, it would sound unmerciful, but it is mercy when you think from His perspective. We have to get His understanding to really know why things are happening the way it's happening on earth.
And
so how mad do you get at Esau? It starts with us. The reason why Esau exists, so he's a negative reflection of who we are. You know what I'm saying? So we got to start looking in within ourselves. So, and that's what the Lord's doing. Like, look what I put in you. Right? Let's look at that. Once we can maintain focus on that, we won't lose.
Back at Revelations 21 and verse 4, and it reads, And Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. And there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain.
Right, that way say you're gonna have many crowns. That's one of the crowns too. You're gonna conquer death. By conquering sin. They're gonna wipe all the tears from our eyes, meaning bring all 2/3 back. And after 1,000 years or so, when all the Israels come back, that's when he conquered death. So it's still, he gonna still be working once we in the kingdom. He still got more work to do by bringing us back, all the 2/3 back to the 1/3.
Back at verse 4, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful.
All right, so that's just what it is, man. Yahweh Shemashah finna give us a new heaven and a new earth. So right now the earth ain't singing, but it's gonna sing again in the kingdom of Yahweh Shemashah. Anybody else got a precept?
Right.
Anybody got a precept? And so with that being said, we're gonna close it. No, we're gonna say Kal, Halayim, La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Double honor to our elder apostles as well, Harwan bin Yashar Allah. Salutations to the 144,000 hopeful elect pushing the truth across the four winds. And to the elect, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
Keep it up, dance no more.